The federal government has been reacting to the new audio message of one of the abducted Dapchi schoolgirls, Leah Sharibu, in which she pleaded for urgent intervention by President Muhammadu Buhari in her rescue. According to the President's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina, security agencies are currently reviewing the authenticity of the audio message, while giving assurance that the Buhari administration will continue to do all within its power to ensure that the abducted 15-year-old is rescued. Mr. Adesina was guest on our breakfast program, Sunrise Daily.
How much longer will she be in the hands of her abductors?
For how much longer? I think that question can only be answered by God. But I believe that God is interested in that young girl and will ensure that she's preserved. At least by the time that clip we had is verified, one will be sure it's her actually. And when that is determined, we should all be glad that she's alive. When will she return? By the grace of God. Government is working on it, working at it, and we believe she will be back. One thing we should always remember as Nigerians is that early in the life of this administration, the president had said that then it was Chibok girls that she hadn't joined. The president had said that whatever it will take to get the girls back, he will do, including paying. The president is on record as having said that. So when I see all the furore about, oh, they paid this, they paid that, people forget that the president had said it, that he will do everything, including paying if necessary. Yeah, that is not confirming that there was payment on Dapchi because, let me finish, the then DG of DSS was categorical the day the girls were brought back, and it was in the public glare that not a dime was paid on Dapchi girl.
More on security concerns, and it is the growing spate of ethno-religious attacks in the northern part of the country that has become worrisome, considering its far-reaching socio-economic consequences on the region and the nation. Towards addressing this menace, the Christian Association of Nigeria Northern Region is calling for peaceful coexistence among citizens in order to promote development. The Christian leaders from the 19 states of the region held a peace summit in Jos.
Christian leaders, including political and elected officers from the northern part of the country, under the auspices of the Christian Association of Nigeria Northern Region, are in Jos, the north-central region of the country, for a special conference to address the issues of sustainable peace and security. Welcoming participants to the conference, the Northern Christian Association of Nigeria chairman, Reverend Yakubu Pam, reiterates the importance of peace in the development of the region and the critical role of Christian leaders.
The time has come for northern leaders to come together, chart a way forward to ensure the North does not only resolve to embrace peaceful coexistence, but tackle headlong the hydro-headed monster of religious, ethnic, tribal, and political differences.
For the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the loss of family values and traditional and institutional failure are challenges that have affected the society, which need to be addressed.
It is just for us to find a middle road of how we will live in communal friendship, respecting each other and making sure that we do not do anything to jeopardize the peace of this nation. Realizing that without peace, there won't be any development.
The Plateau State government, on its part, is also committed to resettling those displaced from their homes during the attacks, as well as looking at alternative dispute resolution.
Other traditional or complementary efforts we must make if we want to live in peace. Peace, to bring peace, is not the responsibility of government alone. It's the responsibility of everybody. So that is why we're trying to be inclusive. That's why we've organized this summit, for people to understand. There are concepts that people don't understand. They take one straight line and they pursue it. But when we sit together, we look at these issues, we understand the issues, we will also understand how to collectively find solutions to the crisis.
The Peace Summit, amongst other things, is to create a platform to assess and deliberate on the factors which contribute to the heightened insecurity in the region and the role church leaders can play in tackling this problem, as well as to deliberate on best practices for conflict prevention.
Let's go up to the FCT now, where Ibrahim Adra is in our studios. Hi, Ibrahim.
Hello, Marachi. Now, the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, NATI, is seeking stronger collaboration with artisanal miners in order to mitigate risk associated with informal mining in Nigeria. Besides helping to checkmate the risk, NATI also emphasizes the economic benefits of such collaboration, saying it will save the government billions of naira lost to illegal miners on a daily basis. A series of lead poisoning resulting from mining has claimed the lives of citizens, especially in Niger and Zamfara states.
Lead poisoning is one major risk that has been linked with mining of solid minerals in some parts of Nigeria in recent times. For instance, in 2010, a series of lead poisoning killed at least 163 people in Zamfara state. That figure includes 111 children. Just last year, 28 children were also reported to have died from lead poisoning in Niger state, after a similar experience left at least 30 people dead in the same state in 2015. Apart from the economic damage that illegal mining is causing to Nigerian government, the informal mining sector has also often been blamed for the outbreaks of those poisoning deposits.
God bless Nigeria.
Efforts to mitigate these challenges is part of the reason why the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, NATI, the National Association of Artisan Miners, as well as environmental rights organizations, are having this roundtable in Abuja.
What we are asking for in NATI is development of implementation plan for that roadmap, and then how that implementation can lead to a situation where issues like artisanal mining, ASMs, can be properly organized and a fiscal regime developed for that sector.
Today we're hoping that we will generate knowledge, that we will exchange ideas, and that we will ensure the development of mining host communities, and we do not repeat the mistakes that we have made in the Niger Delta.
No doubt the problem posed by illegal mining in Nigeria is huge. It ranges from the enormous economic damages to a host of environmental and health hazards. Some of the participants at this roundtable speak on the possible solution to these challenges.
We need to provide some form of education to them in order to do mine right. We need to also support them with technology.
There are cases found recorded, and there are environmental issues, health issues associated with mining. So the recommendations to make sure that the communities are given the right tools or supported is a very good way forward.
NATI's report for 2014 and 2015 puts financial loss from illegal mining at about $9 billion. And considering the huge health and environmental challenges that unlawful mining poses, it is no doubt urgent that the authorities act.
Let's also take a couple of judicial matters. Justice Nnamdi Dingba of the Federal High Court, Abuja, today declined the request for orders of interim injunction on behalf of some senators who recently defected from the All Progressives Congress. In an ex parte motion, the plaintiffs' counsel Emeka Etiaba and Mahmoud Magaji had sought an order restraining the Attorney General of the Federation, Inspector General of Police, and State Security Service from taking any action to forcefully impeach the Senate President. But while declining the order of interim injunction, Justice Dingba in his ruling insisted that all parties must respect the authority of the court and integrity of the judicial process. The court adjourned till 6th September for an accelerated hearing and urged counsel to take necessary steps to serve all the parties with the processes. Meanwhile, September the 3rd has been set as date to hear the appeal by MultiChoice Nigeria seeking a stay of proceedings and execution of an interim order prohibiting any increase in DSTV or GoTV subscription rates. In a ruling on August the 20th, 2018, Justice Nnamdi Dingba of the Federal High Court in Abuja had ordered MultiChoice Nigeria to halt the upward review of their monthly subscription rates pending the determination of the motion and notice. He also restrained the company from continuing any activity that would affect any ongoing investigations by the Consumer Protection Council into the company's compliance or otherwise with the February 16, 2016 order. MultiChoice Nigeria had reviewed its monthly subscription rates upward early in August and then applied for a stay of proceedings and execution of the interim order on August the 24th. In response, the Consumer Protection Council prayed the court to decline the application, accusing MultiChoice of refusing to first comply with the order of the court.